What's up YouTube, Josh Bacon here, also known as JB the Car Fanatic. Now, as you music fans out there may know, today, on 20th of July 2018, marks the 100th release of the legendary compilation series, Now That's What I Call Music, or Now for short. It started in 1983 and would then go on to become the biggest selling compilation series in the world, with more than 120 million copies sold and 654 weeks at #1. And it still is a big compilation series 35 years later. And to celebrate this incredible milestone in the music industry, I'm going to show you my entire Now collection. So here we go. Right, so I'm going to do this in order of the lowest numbered Nows to the highest. So let's start with the lowest numbered Now in my collection, which is 46. This is actually the first Now CD that came out after I was born in June 2000. This came out in July 2000, 1 month after I was born. Let's take a look inside. We have leaflets. We have the track list inside. Such hits as Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears, Reach by S Club 7, Spinning Around by Kylie Minogue, and Bye 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 by NSYNC. And Yellow by Coldplay as well, I think. Yeah. We also have, on disc 2, You See the Trouble With Me by Black Legend, Love Struck by Southside Spinners, Airwave by Rank 1, as well as many others. Let's take a look at the discs. This is what disc 1 looks like. We have yellow writing on a blue background. This is disc 2. This is what disc 2 looks like. It's essentially the opposite, basically. Blue writing on a yellow background. Right. So let's put you here and move on to the next one. Next up in my Now collection, we have Now 73. This is one of 3 of my latest acquisitions in this collection. It came out in July 2009. Coming soon. The Now That's What I Call Music iPhone quiz app. Over 500 questions related to the last 25 years of music. Test your knowledge, connect your friends, score points, and try and beat the clock to have the ultimate pop music quiz. Well, I doubt that'll be working now, because with iOS 11 they discontinued support for 32-bit apps, instead focusing on the 64-bit apps. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be working. I'm not sure whether that will have been upgraded to work with the 64-bit architecture in iOS 11, this app. But yeah, I don't think it'll be. I'm not sure whether that will be working now. But anyway, let's get back to the album. This is what the discs look like. We have a sort of a pinkish red writing on a yellow background, and this is when we get to disc 2. Oh, well, apparently the hinge that enables the this to swing over this has fallen off. This remains perfectly intact, but that's fallen off. So yeah. So as we come around to disc 2, we see that it's reversed for disc 2. Yellow writing on the same pinkish red background. Yes. Right, so, and now let's take a look at the track listing on the back. Yeah, so as with 46, we have the track listing on the back, as you can see. But track listing is only on the back for 73. So, we have such hits as Poker Face by Lady Gaga, Evacuate the Dance Floor by Cascada, Number 1 by Tinky Strider and N-Dubs, Jai Ho You Are My Destiny by A.R. Rahman and the Pussycat Dolls featuring Nicole Scherzinger, and Waking Up in Vegas by Katy Perry, and many others as well. On disc 2 we also have Halo by Beyonce, Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas, Sugar by Flo Rida and Winter, as well as many others as well. Right, next one. Now 77 is next. So as we can see, we have a different artwork. For 77 we have snowboarding, 73 was pairs of sunglasses, and 46 was probably some water, perhaps, I have no idea. Yeah, let's put you back over there, 73, and focus on 77 now for now. So as we can see, as always, it's a double disc. If we look inside, we can see that they did a competition to win 10 CDs. You had to just go to www.nowmusicclub.co.uk/77 for your chance to enter the prize draw. And the prize was 10 CDs from the EMI catalogue chosen by EMI themselves. So I tried this link and it was down. And now the competition's over anyway. Yeah. Since 2010 or 2011 perhaps, no idea. So this CD came out in November 2010, and this is what the discs look like. Disc 1 is blue writing on a yellow background, and disc 2 is reversed. We have yellow writing on a blue background for disc 2. And like I said, I'm not sure whether that will be working with the 64-bit architecture that Apple has with iOS 11. I'm not sure this app will be working now with the 64-bit architecture. Maybe they'll have forgot to update it. I have no idea. Now let's take a look at the track list. We have such hits as Only Girl in the World by Rihanna, Firework by Katy Perry, Club Can't Handle Me by Flo Rida featuring David Guetta, Forget You by CeeLo Green, DJ's Got Us Falling in Love by Usher and Pitbull, Higher by the Saturdays featuring Flo Rida, and by Happy to Ibiza by Swedish House Mafia vs Tiny Temper on disc 1. On disc 2 we have Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars, Airplanes by B.O.B. featuring Hayley Williams, Let the Sun Shine by Labyrinth, 2012 It Ain't the End by Jay Sean featuring Nicki Minaj, as well as many others. And now let's move on to the next one. Now 80 is next. Came out in November 2011. Now let's take a look on the inside. Oh wait, before we do that, we need to take a look at the artwork. So for now 80 we have party streamers, confetti, etc. So now let's take a look at the inside. Again, balloons as well on the inside. Same confetti and streamers as well on the outside. And these are the discs. This is what they look like. For disc 1 is yellow writing on a purple background. Disc 2 is reversed. Purple writing on a yellow background. Now Fitness, out 26th of December 2011. Now let's take a look at a track listing on the back. Featuring Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5, featuring Christina Aguilera. We Found Love by Rihanna featuring Calvin Harris. What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. Jar of Hearts by Christina Perri. Heart Skips a Beat by Ollie Murs featuring Rizzle Kits, as many more on CD 1. On disc 2 we have Set Fire to the Rain by Adele, Read All About It by Professor Green featuring Emily Sandé, Stereo Hearts by Gym Class Heroes featuring Adam Levine, Stay Awake by Example, Locker People by Sac Noel, With Your Love by Cher Lloyd featuring Mike Posner, and many more. Let's put you over there. And that'll be it for part 1. Now, why don't I do this in parts, you might ask? Well, I actually have... Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 nails in my collection. And to do them all in one video would just be far too long, so I'm going to be splitting them up in parts. So that'll be it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, and I shall see you in the next video, but until then, this is Josh Bacon, also known as JB the Car Fanatic, signing off. Peace!